I'm Richard Piche, proud member of the Métis Nation of Alberta. I'm president of Cascade Projects, multidisciplinary engineering company, and been in the industry for over 50 years now. Worked international. This job has taken me to Indonesia, India, Kuwait, Poland, also into the northern reaches of Alberta and British Columbia, working in extreme conditions. So I was really interested in working with our industry because it's treated me so well, and anything I can do to help our industry be relevant in the next 30, 40 years, I wanted to help out with. And the only one issue I had was everybody's calling it a transition, and to me it was energy sources. They're going to be an integration of energy using the existing infrastructures, the existing natural gas and the oil to help Canada transition into a net zero. To me, that was a no-brainer. I got to help. I got to be there. My first 50 years in the industry, I've seen a lot of change, not only in people's minds about how we treat the environment. It's also a huge change in technology, but people want to invest in the zero emission, the zero carbon element of things, and that's going to be the hydrogen part of it. Most of the financing right now is towards the mitigation of CO2 and environment, not really working on what we have existing, how we can make it better. And I think that's a very important one. Getting new businesses and finding new ways to utilize our carbon, even like bitumen and beyond. Our electric cars are going to need roads to drive on, so bitumen is a good one for that. We've always evolved, and we're going to keep evolving. We're going to be part of, the present day industry has to be part of this energy change, because they're the ones with the infrastructure. They're the ones that have everything we need to build a new future on our hydrocarbons. Some of the opportunities that are coming up, we've presented to Alberta, they really need to be looking at, how are we going to align our energy and our climate, all our policies? How are we going to align all that? Industrial policies, revitalizing, using some of the old infrastructure and reusing that. Indigenous reconciliations right at the top. I should have mentioned it first, but it is right there. So going forward with these new technologies, Indigenous communities are in the right place to be able to add equity, because the mainstream industry is having difficulty, in a very difficult position, trying to raise funds to do these projects. They're expensive, they're very technical. They need to collaborate and make sure they collaborate with the Indigenous groups to bring them as equity partners, because the Indigenous groups are able to access funding the producers can't get at. They just can't get at some of this because of the ESG, and then some of these funds have very strict ESG regulations on them. It's going to be a journey going to net zero. I believe we've got to do it. You don't hear very many people of my demographics and this long in the industry saying that, but I truly believe we're going to have to do that.